going on, YouTube world? I wanted to shoot this video because I got the engine mounts about to go in, and I wanted to show you what I did to make them work. So let's take a look here. So from factory, they actually were just tapped into the frame. So that's the same thing I did. I just tapped these holes right here. As you can see over here, I'm still gonna tap them. This one's actually done, but I need to do this one and this one. As you can see, it bolts up really nice. So I'm just going to do this other side, and then we're going to start to get the engine in there so we can measure out the drive shaft and see what we have to do about that to make it work. So if you like the content, find it useful, go ahead and subscribe. You know, we're going to be putting up a lot more videos, and you know, if you want to get a minty fresh video out when they come out, hit the subscribe, like the channel. It's a new channel, so we're trying to grow it, you know, as quickly as we can, and that only happens with your help. So give me a hand. Let's grow this channel together. Thanks. So this was actually the original bolt on there, and it does have blue Loctite on it, but this is what we're going to be using. Plus I got a lock washer and regular washer to go with it.
like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait.
Bring the funk back.
So here we have some more parts. This one's from Hooker, and this is the evap cover. Let me show you. It's actually going to go ahead and sit right here. Something like that. But the whole point is it has to be flat right here in this area so that the motor will clear. Another part that we just got is a much skinnier steering linkage. From Hooker as well. And this will just make it so that our exhaust manifold will actually clear. So there's our stud, jam nut, stud. Let me show you the original one. So this is going to replace this other steering shaft. You can obviously tell there's a big difference in diameter all the way around. So hopefully this gives us the clearance that we need to be able to get our exhaust manifolds on there. The only other thing I noticed, because we already had the engine in, I think we've test fitted the engine like 3 times so far. On the second, third time we were able to get it to sit in, but this brake, part of this brake system for the brake master, this thing right here needs to be shifted over because it won't let the exhaust manifold go in. So a couple different options. What I was thinking was cutting this bracket on this leg shorter and just pivoting this way, this whole system right here, just to free up some space so that the exhaust manifold will slide in. So that's what we're going to try and do. I'm also going to be cutting this little lip on the firewall. I've already kind of marked it with some white marker, and all along here too. On this end as well, you can kind of see it's already been kind of damaged as it's going in. So I'm just going to kind of cut all of this, and that'll help free up some space for the exhaust. And lastly, right here, you can see it, the oil pan is rubbing when we set it in, and there's very small amount of space. So I'm just going to kind of hammer this in a little bit, hopefully just give us a little bit extra clearance right there. So far I haven't needed to notch anything from the frame, and that's the way we're trying to keep it. So lastly, I just wanted to show you guys this thing right here, which is our bracket for the engine mounts on the engine side. I actually needed to cut it all the way through on this end and open it up over here because it just wouldn't line up. It just needed that little bit more space opened up so that it'll actually bolt up. And even though there's slots, I mean, it's gonna pretty much stay in one position with the oil pan and then the firewall, or with that lower front cross member on the frame on the front, right in front of the oil pan, and then on the back with the firewall, there's not a lot of space for it to even pivot or move back and forth. So but this had to be done, and I just wanted to show you guys what I had to do to make it work. Engine mounts are in, steering shaft is in. I moved over this part of the brakes. I just cut it right here and then just bent it over so the exhaust manifold will fit. We also installed this new evap cover. I cut the bolt. We've kind of trimmed it slightly around here just for a little extra clearance between the oil pan. Kind of had to hit it in or smash it in a little bit right here for the exhaust manifold because it literally touched the firewall. So hopefully this right here will give us the space to put on our V-band clamp and have our exhaust work.